We've never been more ready than this, so here goes. Everything counts down in 3, 2, 1.
Is this what I think it is?
Well, if you think it's a space toilet, you're right. It's the space traveler's ultimate porta potty.
Kevin Sorbo has a close encounter with a jar of mayonnaise.
The Morning Stream. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. We got ourselves a 24-24 going on.
Ooh, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's not bad.
And if you're in Europe, then it's 24-9-24, right? So it's not palindromic, but at least the 24s are separated by a 9.
Yeah.
So it's balanced.
Yeah, it's balanced.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that. Yeah, it's
fair and
like
balanced.
we're going to enjoy that today. A nice fair and balanced day. It's a Tuesday. We hope you're all well. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Did I say that already? I might have. I don't know.
No, you didn't. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk before you introduced me. But hi, everybody. Hey.
I say it every day, and so I sometimes think I've already said it. You know, I just never know.
Yeah, no, I know. And people, come on. I mean, who doesn't know?
No, who doesn't know, you guys?
We say it for the newcomers.
Yeah. Don't pretend out there at home that you don't know. You know.
That's right. Exactly.
So Brian and I are here. We got stuff to talk about, and I got good news for the world.
Good news, everyone. All right, let's hear it.
We watched. So we've been doing this watching of all the Alien movies with the girls, and we watched 3 last night. I gave them a nice swath of time to sort of prepare for the
to bask in the memory of Newt and Hicks.
Yeah, to kind of just know that, I wanted them to enjoy for as long as they could the feeling that everything was going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then before it, got yanked away from them like a blanket in the cold night. And so we did that last night. We watched it, and they both really liked it. They liked that movie a lot. Now, obviously, the feeling of like, Newt and freaking Hicks and all this other stuff, that's a little hard to take, but
it is.
I don't know how we missed this. Maybe we didn't, and I forgot. But when we watched it for FilmSack, I didn't know there were 2 big Game of Thrones actors on that thing.
So Charles Dance, obviously.
Charles Dance, the easy one, right? So you had Tywin Lannister, and then
Dr. Dance. Yeah.
The other guy is more of a small role. They barely talk to him, but at one point she has a big argument in the hall with him. But the guy that plays the eunuch, my spiders are everywhere. That guy.
Yeah. Right. Yes. What the heck was that guy's name?
Is it Varys? Is that right?
Varys. Yeah, Varys. Yeah,
Varys.
right.
Varys. So
Varys.
he shows up in there, and I went, "How did?"
Pronunciation varies.
I was like, "How did we?" Oh man, sorry, I had to pause for that one. That was good.
Yeah.
But I was like, how did this not come up in our episode? We didn't even bring him up.
No, we didn't even talk about that.
It was really weird.
Funny.
But anyway, we had fun, and
we don't do a Game of Thrones connection as well.
That's true. But I was
going to ask if he was bald, but I think everybody was bald in that movie.
Yeah, they all had to shave their heads. Yeah, some of them had a little more hair than others, and like Tywin.
Prevent the lice.
Tywin had his shirt off, and he was kind of I don't know, he was pretty buff in '92. The guy looked all right. He's he's an old reed now. He looks like an old weathered piece of wood now, but back then.
Where did that land in relation to Last Action Hero?
94 was it?
So 2 years later, he was sticking uncomfortable contact lenses in his eyes, and
you know what's funny is if I'm correct, we'll look it up on the date here because I don't know if I'm right.
Sure.
Okay, it was the very next year, 93.
Okay. Wow.
But to me, Last Action Hero is 10 years prior to Alien 3. Yeah. It's like not even close.
For whatever reason. Yeah, exactly.
I don't get that.
I think I'm way worse than this. You're great with the years. I'm way worse because I think of movies in terms of where they should have been created. Lawnmower Man should have been a 1986, 1987 movie.
Yeah, and the fact that it somehow breached the 90s is unheard of, that movie. That thing is what a piece of crap. But anyway, it was really fun. The kids liked it. Cool. Like Carter in particular was like, that was badass. Her falling off the thing and taking the baby queen with her and all that stuff.
Right. It's such a great, like the climactic, getting the alien to chase them around so that they can trap it in certain places to be able to soak it in the liquid metal, or bury it in the liquid metal.
That lead
or lava or whatever it is. Lead. Yeah,
I think it was lead. Yeah, and then it comes out again, and then you got to put water on it, and it was a fun like. What's the machine called? The guy that you got all the marbles and it's named after a dude. Rube Goldberg device. That's it.
It really was, yeah. And you get some, if I remember correctly, again, camera view from the Xenomorph's perspective as he's chasing them down the hall, and Xenovision.
Yeah, and it had like dog abilities because it came out of the dog.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, half dog, half alien, half xenomorph. But the cool thing about it was, or the coolest thing about it, I thought, that I'd forgotten about was any of their practicals, up close practical effects, some of the best the series has ever seen. There's a reason why that shot of its face right next to her with the inner teeth coming out, and she's like grimacing and all, her hair's gone and everything. That kind of is that's like the photo of all alien photos, even though it's not the best movie by any stretch. And there's a reason for that. And they do this a lot. There's all these amazing practical effects. But then the CG moments in this movie, so freaking bad.
What do they have for CG moments? Like probably the escape pod landing on the planet or falling onto the planet.
Some of that looked okay. But anytime the alien was running down the hall,
right, the little dog-shaped alien.
Yeah, it looked bad, like really bad. Anytime they did practical stuff, it was fine. But the minute they tried to fire up 3D Studio Max 2.0 and really go to town, it got ugly. But anyway, it was really fun. And now I'm dreading 4 because I think that's where I might lose these kids.
Yeah,
I don't hate 4. There's things I like about 4, but 4 is so.
4 feels like they went from being very cool on the fringe of Hollywood style movies to just saying, what if we made one of these with the formulaic Hollywood action tropes?
Yeah.
And it's such a bummer because everything else about it's really good. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I guess the only way you bring Ripley back is as a clone, so that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't like and I know you're okay with it, especially in newer iterations, but the xenomorph human hybrid BS.
Not a fan, eh?
Not a fan. No. He looks like a melted action figure is what he looks like.
It's pretty. He looks like a giant wax ball in 4. You're not wrong. He
does. Yes.
But I like the idea that they're going for there. I think it's better realized in, let's say, newer things. I'll just say that.
Right.
Especially because it's
been 2 weeks. We probably feel safe in doing this, but yes.
Yeah, it's probably okay. The fact that that's a real dude and he's such a freaky looking dude.
Yes.
Love that. Although I don't like his little crotch pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a little like what ducks have. What's that called? Not a fallopian tube. What is it? Ducks have colloquias. Cloacaes, clocos.
It's Haley Cuoco is what they have. Yes,
they've got a Haley Cuoco down there.
Coapa? Is that how
Coapa? I don't know, but it's the thing that where you get the egg, you get the poop, and you get the pee out of there.
Right, all out of the same chute.
Yeah,
chute.
Anyway, it was fun. We'll let you guys know how 4 goes, and probably won't be for a bit because Kim's out of town soon, and that's fine. We'll give him a little bit of time to savor the good parts of 3, and then 4 will go down smoother. I think if we wait a little bit.
Or cloaca.
Cloaca. That's it. Cloaca.
Cloaca.
And then I'm really excited because once 4's over, that's right. As soon as 4's over, I get to go straight to Prometheus. I love Prometheus. So
yeah, no, that was so much better. I knew I enjoyed it. I liked it so much better on my more recent viewing of that and Covenant. Yeah. I think those two are a lot better than I remember them being.
Yeah, they're great.
And then you're all geared up for Noah Hawley's Alien Earth series.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see Romulus first, but yes, we'll completely be done. We'll be ready to go. We have a whole brand new generation of appreciators of the Alien franchise.
That's right.
These kids, I mean, I say kids. Carter's 26, but she would have been what? What were you, negative? I'm 27. Sorry, 27. You would have been -5 or something when this movie came out. We just watched something like that. So that's weird. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this conversation. This is making everybody
I
seem
keep
old.
trying to de-age Tristan too because I can't believe I have a 27-year-old son.
That's so jacked up if you think about it.
It really is. It's like, how old is Tristan? 23 now? No, he's 27. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he's gonna be changing our diapers before you know it.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so we did that. Also, got a quick email from Robert from Hendertucky. Love this guy when he writes in.
Sure.
Robert says, just found out, or he says, Dear Sheb, and I couldn't think of a Brian substitute. I don't know, just anything anything with a B, right? You just
anything with a B, but I'm trying to think of the lyrics to the song he's going to be referencing, and I can't come up with anything.
So
big eye, big horn. There we go.
Oh, got it.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Big horn. We'll call you Big Horn. How
big
about that?
Horn.
I'm going to call you Big Horn anyway. No matter what, you're Big Horn now.
Big Horn. Remind me of my 14-year-old years.
What was the Futurama joke?
The many years that I was 14, apparently.
in Futurama, what's the horn joke when Omicron Persei 8 guy, they want human horn, which is basically Fry's wiener.
Oh.
And they think it's like if they harvest it, it's like some super awesome. It's like what we do with like tusks of an elephant or something like that. It's a great episode, but I can't remember anything about it. Anyway, Dear Sheb, and I couldn't think of a Brian substitute. I just found out the guy who recorded the Purple People Eater song is also the actor responsible for the Wilhelm scream. I didn't know this.
No idea. I didn't know this either. And the only thing I knew about Sheb Woolley is that song because of Dr. Demento is the Purple People Eater song.
Yeah, we heard that all the time growing up. That song was everywhere. Sheb Woolley lived from 1921 to 2003. It's a pretty long run. I hope he wasn't a podcast listener. I guarantee he wasn't because it was 2003. Imagine all the shows that have talked that much about how much they hate the Wilhelm scream, and you know he wasn't getting residuals. P.S. I don't think I would be afraid of a Purple People Leader. There are no purple people. I see what he did there. It's a sentence structure issue.
Yeah. Watch out for David Tennant and Jessica Jones, but okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we do have an example there. Anyways, as that said, the show's kind of growing on me somewhat. Robert from Hendertucky. Yeah, that song, it reminds me, it's probably like a certain generation's Macarena, where the first couple times you hear it, you're like, catchy, fun, let's have a party.
It's a fun novelty song, cool.
Yeah,
and
then later you're like, ugh, don't ever play that again, ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to hear it, and I haven't heard it in 100 years, but I swear I don't.
I heard it recently. One of the things, and I'm trying to remember what it was before. Which movie they showed it before at Alamo Drafthouse. But they do the 30 minutes of fun videos, stuff they find on YouTube. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Woman in a Cage or Lady in a Cage. I gotta add that to our film sack.
Lady in a Cage. All right.
Lady in a Cage, I think it's called.
Tell me more. What do we got?
1964 American psychological thriller film. Here's the best part of Lady in a Cage.
All right.
It's Olivia de Havilland, but that's not the best part.
No.
It's the trailer. And I'm gonna put the trailer into our. Are you pulling it up right now?
I'm gonna if you paste it, I'm going to click it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna paste it
because what you've described sounds fantastic, and I can't wait to see this. We'll show everybody once this pops. I don't see it yet.
Let's see. Oh, good. This one actually begins as we saw it with Olivia de Havilland warning you about the movie you're about to see a trailer for.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Here we go, everybody. Get your grandpa glasses on. This is black and white. And we're gonna
the Weirdo and the Wildo in the same film. I don't know if I can handle it.
I don't know either, but let's please get that on the list. We got to watch that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We haven't seen anything black and white in a long time anyway. So
I don't know if you still have it up, but just jump really quickly to 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
3:11.
Yeah.
That's the color of my energy.
I was waiting for that.
Let's see. Here we go. All right. Make it seem.
No, exactly.
All right. That's amazing. Nice find.
Yeah. So even if we don't see it for Film Sack, we need to watch the trailer for Film Sack, which we just did. So there you go.
There you go.
The Weirdo, the Wildo, the Hustler, the Muscler, and the... Oh, I didn't realize they kind of rhyme, right?
Oh.
The Hustler and the Muscler.
Yeah.
The Weirdo and the Wildo.
Yeah.
And then the Wino.
The Wino. I need to see this entire film, regardless.
I think so. Yeah.
Never even heard of it. Like,
Jeannie, are you? I don't see Jeannie in the chat. Jeannie, are you familiar with Lady in a Cage? Yeah, she has not chimed in. This feels like one that she would have seen.
I saw her earlier, but haven't seen anything in a while. Maybe she's bustling around doing stuff.
She might be doing stuff, yeah.
All right. Well, there's that. Let's move on now to
did we cover all of Sheb Woolley? I guess not. Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we did. But I am going to talk about this thing. I got this text from John Fu, who talked about one of my recommendals, which is called Rebel Ridge, did it a couple of weeks ago. And love that movie. Everyone should see it. It's on Netflix. Fantastic movie. One of my favorite movies of the year. Anyway, there was some confusion because at the time I said, I don't know why it's called Rebel Ridge. They don't say in the movie. Apparently I missed it. There's signs and stuff. It's the location where the final kind of showdown happens. So there. Okay. He just wanted to let me and everybody know. This is like the fifth guy to tell me. They show it in the movie. I missed it somehow. I will be watching it again at some point, so I'll watch for it. But Rebel Ridge is called that because the final fight happens in Rebel Ridge. Or at Rebel Ridge,
Yeah, makes sense.
Which is still
By the way, Tina and I watched Randy's recommendal from a couple weeks ago. And enjoyed it, got all the way through it, and we're just like, oh, this is great. Oh, wow. End credit sequence, very cool. Oh, this is great. And then one of the things it recommends you watch afterwards, and then it hits me. It recommended the Fall Guy Extended Edition. I'm like, oh, that's the one Randy told us to watch was the Extended Edition. Dang it.
Yeah. Did we determine what the big difference was, though? Like, is it?
We didn't. I don't think we did. Yeah, no, but Randy saw it in theaters and then saw the, oh, it looks like I cut out for a second. All right.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Sounded fine to me. You guys missed it?
Okay.
Oh, it was Fall Guy, for those who missed it.
Oh, yeah. Fall Guy, Randy's recommendal.
Yeah, so you haven't cut out at all. I don't know what that was.
Might have been a stream issue then.
Yeah.
Post Scott.
Yeah. Something on the YouTube side. Sorry about that. Anyway.
So yeah, make sure when you watch it, I guess. I mean, Randy said make sure you watch the Fall Guy Extended Edition. No, I'm not going to rewatch it, Claire. Life's too short.
Yeah, why are you going to do that for? I mean, I guess you can do that. Okay, Claire says you need it. So is it that good, Claire? Is it that big of a difference?
What? Come on now. Let's see here. Fall Guy comparison, theatrical cut, extended cut. The two, there's a lot, right? 22 extra minutes of stuff. Oh, geez.
That's
really?
A fair amount.
That is a fair amount.
That's like a Lord of the Rings director's cut type thing.
Yeah.
Where there's a bunch of content.
Does this one actually doesn't even say what? Oh, it does say what the scene longer. Shot a Colt, blah blah blah. Reordered scene, blah blah blah. I don't know. It feels like a
It's not director's cut, right? It's just
extended, but it does look. I mean, there is a lot of stuff apparently in the in this. I mean, if I enjoyed The Fall Guy, can we leave it at that?
You can.
Do we need to go back and?
You don't have to get blown up for Raquel Welch again. You're fine.
I'm not the kind to kiss and tell.
Or I've been caught with Pharaoh. Something with the thing and the deal and stuff. Oh yeah, I got a truck.
Nailed it.
Do. I know that song's right. I've practiced. We got one final note here that I would like to mention. Kim and I decided the other day on our little getaway date after Film Sack and all that stuff on Sunday that we would go up the mountain to Snowbird. We wanted to have
Snowbird, the Clip Clop.
Yeah, we wanted to go to the Clip Clop and have dinner. We thought that'd be a fun thing to do. And it's beautiful up there right now. The colors are changing, you get all this red and orange and yellow. So we're like, we're going up there. And we start on our way, and we're like, boy, there are a lot of people at the base of the canyon. What's going on today? Well, don't worry about it. We'll just keep going. It's September, 22nd or whatever that was. And we keep going up the mountain, and there's a lot of people parked on side roads, and we're like, is there something going on? And it just wasn't clicking with me.
Oh, no.
So we finally get up there where there's about an hour, a mile and a half left to get to Snowbird. And now it's nothing but cars parked along the side of this highway.
Jeez.
Or this.
And you're thinking, I mean, I know that road up, right? I've done that a bunch of times for intertaculars and stuff, and even going into town and then coming back and bringing people up. So that's, the fact that if there's cars lined up there, that means all those parking lots up there are full.
Yeah. So it's starting to dawn on me that we've got a problem, but I'm like, well, maybe it's okay. But then we hit this part where there's about a mile left and traffic is dead stopped. And some people are like pulling out of traffic and pulling into a weird little corner that barely fits them, getting out and then walking that direction. And I'm like, I got to look this up. And I still hadn't dawned on me. Of course I should know what this is. I pull out my phone.
Because it's not October yet. So, thinking October is not the first thing that comes to your mind. But
no, and so I just didn't even think about it. So I pick up my phone, I look Snowbird events, and it lists this calendar, and it was the starting weekend of Oktoberfest, and that place was packed. And those, I don't know what those cars were going to do. They were all just like stopped. So I said, Kim, it's Oktoberfest. We are not going up here for this.
You just turned around and left.
Yeah, so we had to wait for a gap and then whipped around and ended up going somewhere else. But it was beautiful up there. I will say that. The canyons are amazing right now. Holy crap.
I remember you telling, when we were talking about Snowbird, and every time we brought up Snowbird as a place to do, when we went and even checked out Snowbird that very first time, when Corinne and Jason took me to get some very heavy milky latte coffee, and I crop dusted all over Snowbird.
Yep.
I wonder if this would be a good area over here for like booths and stuff. And I go over there. All right, I'm back. Listen, at least I was very polite about it, right? At least I didn't do it around everybody. I went over into the corner. I did it, and then you guys didn't even know I did until I told you I did it.
They called it Fartbird for a month.
They did,
after that.
Yeah. I was putting a whole extra new clip clop in the clip clop.
Oh yeah. But it's a beautiful place in the fall, and so it seemed nice. Like, hey, we're gonna go have dinner, and it'll be nice and quiet. It's a Sunday, nobody's up here.
Yeah,
no, dude.
But I remember you telling me all the time about how Oktoberfest is such a big deal to them up there because it's their big summer event. You don't want to plan anything around, and then they kick right into ski season.
Yeah.
So
it's just insane. So I don't know that we'll be up. We'll be up the canyon again sometime in October because we're going to do photos up there with the family, but we're not going nearly that high up there because that was insane. And I think it goes through all of October. They have events all through October for Oktoberfest. It's not just a couple of weekends. And if I was some kind of beer dude, maybe I'd go again. But the last time I went, my kids were little, and Nick kicked over a guy's glass mug of beer and shattered it everywhere.
Oh no!
I mean, he's just a little kid, so whatever.
Yeah, of course. But I'm sure the guy
little...
wasn't mad because he's a little kid, but still, it's like party foul.
We had to
Oktoberfest party foul.
We had to get the F out of there pretty quick after that. He didn't seem to notice. He seemed pretty drunk, this guy. So
yeah, I've got 2 weeks until my own Oktoberfest, the Great American Beer Fest, which because of the video game festival. I have to go on the Thursday night right before the Friday morning. Like basically for 2 weeks, I'm doing this craziness where like the Thursday night right before the Southeast meetup, Tadpole meetup, I am officiating a wedding, and then it's going to be a big party and drinking and all that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Then I've got to get up early to fly early.
Ugh.
Like leaving for the airport at 4 a.m. early.
Ugh.
That's how early. Yeah. Because Southwest changed our flights. And then the next week, going to the Beer Fest Thursday night, then getting up early to fly to Houston for the video game festival. So,
yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
It is.
Don't drink too much, I guess is all we're saying.
I'm going to test my constitution on airplanes in both cases. We're going to see how I do.
A little bit of that. Just drink some milk. It'll be fine. Just drink some milk.
No, it won't be that in, Scott.
Just grab yourself some milk, drink that down, then you'll be farting and burping. It'll be amazing.
Yeah. Just releasing the pressure valve is all it needs, right?
So don't go up there, everyone, unless you love Oktoberfest. And in that case, do. Apparently, we have one of the better ones in the West. So go for it. Have fun. Not for me. Too much people. Too insane. Too many people. Plus, I could tell. I know this is a post-COVID thing, but I could tell I was breathing less well at the higher elevations. So the higher we got,
a little bit of and
it normally doesn't bother me at all. Normally, no issues. Mm-hmm. But just coming off of COVID, it was like I could just feel it, So that was fine going back down. And we went to this place we love called Cliff. I forgot the name now. We love it, but I don't know the name. It always reminds
the Clip Clop restaurant.
Yeah, there's something down in the valley, and we've been there before, and it overlooks the whole valley near Draper. It's beautiful there, but I can never remember the name. But it always reminds me of a Vegas restaurant, and by that I mean like really tall ceilings and wide hallways, and the bathrooms are decked out, and like it's very Vegas in its presentation.
Nice.
Not in a cheesy kind of
but like in the posh sense.
Yeah. I highly recommend it if I could remember the name. All right, let's get to some news before the news runs out. All right, we can't have that happen. And I don't know why I don't have a thing up. Oh, here we go. It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by...
Want to see a crazy young Irish girl? Oh, wait, there should be a comma there. Want to see a crazy young Irish girl draw live on stream? Good news, because Claire is doing just that. Catch her live streams at twitch.tv/ClaireGack.
Gack. C-L-A-R-E. No I in that Claire. All right, everybody.
Right.
There's no I in Claire.
There is no I in Claire. Actually, there's
nothing.
Only I.
Nothing. Yeah, there's only I in Claire. If we want to get specific about it. All right, let's get to this story here. Electrocuted birds are bursting into flames and starting wildfires. That's not good.
Electrocuted birds are bursting into flames and starting wildfires. They're burning up the windmills.
It does sound like one of his windmill complaints.
It does. It sounds like something that he would have spouted at the debate. Electrocuted birds are bursting into flames.
Yeah, and the pets, you're gonna eat your pets.
They're eating the pets. They're eating the electrocuted birds.
There've been some really great remix songs made around that quote. I don't know if you've heard them, but they're real good.
No, I have not.
They're eating the pets. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. It's like this awesome techno beat. It makes the vinegar go down a little easier when you hear it. It's not so bad.
Is Shmo Yoho responsible? I did see a Weird Al Yankovic Shmo Yoho video.
I haven't seen those guys in forever.
Shmo Yoho, accent on the yo.
I assume they still are doing it.
Yeah, but boy, not as frequently. At least if they're doing it more frequently, it's not recommending that to me on YouTube as much as they used to. But
yeah.
This is the first thing I've seen since it's been a while, maybe months since
Weird.
Yeah,
I feel like I haven't heard a lot from them since what's that lady that was like she saw fire or something?
I'm backing it up because that's what my mama told me.
Oh yeah, that one used to be earwormy as hell.
Back it up. Yeah,
backing
that
up,
one.
My mama told me good or taught me good,
right.
Whatever it is.
And the hide your wife, hide your kids.
I saw somebody interviewed him the other day about some
really like a brand new interview.
Yeah, like some big topic. Like, are we really? We're going to that guy for. We need to get the temperature from a meme from 10 years ago.
Right? Yeah, exactly. What can we get? Chocolate Rain, dude.
Yeah.
Can we get David After Dentist? What's David After Dentist doing right now?
I guarantee you. Less than you think. Actually, he might be doing all right. I don't know.
How about Cash Me Outside? Can we get the hot tip from Cash Me Outside?
Or the triple rainbow guy or whatever. Double rainbow?
Yeah.
Is it double or triple? I don't remember.
This is double rainbow.
All right.
Yeah.
Stoner rainbow is what it should have been. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So these electrocuted flaming bird carcasses are falling all over power lines and causing wildfires across the U.S. The surprisingly common phenomenon has been responsible for at least 3 Colorado fires in the summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where you're getting your smoke.
Apparently so, yeah.
These events are not isolated. 2022 study found that electrocuted birds caused 44 wildfires in the contiguous United States between 2014 and 2018. The study was led by Taylor Barnes, a biologist who now works for electric utility company EDM International, which is Electronic Dance Music International, exactly. In the paper, Barnes wrote that the avian-caused ignitions, I love that. That's amazing.
Avian-caused ignitions
happen when a bird sits on an overheated power line for reasons that can vary from case to case. Sometimes the bird receives a powerful enough shock, setting it on fire. The dead or dying bird then falls and on occasion lands in some brush or other flammable material, and poof, the forest goes up in flames.
It certainly doesn't surprise me here in Colorado because we've had such a dry summer, a hot and dry summer that everything's crispy. But I don't know, maybe how do we solve this problem? We've identified the problem, Scott. Now what do? Do we put little those kiddie swimming pools under all of our power lines? Do we give the birds little rubber booties to wear?
This is a great question because this is a problem we created, right? By having power lines at all, because birds are just landing where birds land. They don't care where it is. They don't know. So how do we fix this?
Do we just eat more double downs?
Eat more birds.
Eat more birds.
Yeah. Hire people to stay below the lines when the bird bursts into flames. You catch it. It's already cooked. You just defeather it a little bit. Take it to KFC. We're done.
This news article brought to you by Popeyes.
Yeah, dude. Ooh, chicken strips.
I can't bring up food, can I?
I didn't do wings yesterday like I wanted to. So now I'm still chicken hungry.
You're still craving the wings, yeah.
Yeah.
I realize, I've got to take Tina's mom to another radiation appointment today. And the thing is, when I take her back home, I'm much closer to the wing place. Oh, maybe that's what I do. I don't eat lunch until I take her.
Is it the good one we talked about the other day?
Fire on the Mountain place. Yeah. Like I go to Fire on the Mountain and get some wings. Here's the thing. I got to eat them there, right? Because they're hot. Yeah. And the problem I had with them before is that I brought them back to Trivia and they got cold.
Yeah. Plus you don't want to eat them in the car. It's a mess.
Yeah. So, all right, maybe I do that. Yeah.
I think you should, Brian. Cave to your desires. Do it.
I'm going to cave to my desires. Sorry, Orange Theory. I know you worked me real hard this morning. I'm going to throw it all away over some wings.
Do they grill them, fry them, or bake them there? Do you know?
Grill them, fry them, put them in a pan. I'm hearing hobbits for some reason.
Yeah.
The potatoes. I think they fry them.
Okay. Nothing wrong with fried. I prefer baked, but it's rare. Most places.
I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know how they prepare their wings.
Baked or grilled are my picks if I can get it.
Really, grilled?
Oh yeah, grilled wings, so good. I mean, it's still basically the same thing. So you grill them first, then you dab them in the goo, and then you roll them in the sauce and whatever the flavors are you're going to get. It's kind of the same process, but you avoid the friedness of it because fried and I don't get along that well.
Sure. I don't like the deep, like the breaded, lightly breaded and deep fried. Like I don't like chicken fingers as much because some places, Cane's is okay. There's a new place that we like called Binge.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get.
Ooh, you did cut out. Hold on, say that part again. That cut out again. Weird.
Okay. Oh, really?
I haven't heard that in days. What the hell was that?
No, what happened? What's going on?
Is that
Did
same
I open
thing?
Too many things?
I don't know.
Too many things open?
I don't know what it is. But you were doing this awesome thing with your hand, and I don't know what you said. So let's say that again.
It's all the breading, like getting a boneless chicken fingers. You get this tons of breading, and then your little tiny piece of chicken in the middle.
That gives me grumbly guts. I can't eat it anymore.
Yeah, no.
I've gotten to a place in my life where it's like I just have to say no to those things, and if I don't, I'm in for the night. Just how it is. I'm gonna be on that toilet regretting. So
here we go. So I'm looking at it. It's traditional bone-in chicken wings, cage-free, hormone-free, antibiotic-free chicken wings, fried till crispy, always fresh, never frozen, and you can substitute with seitan. How do you pronounce that, Claire? Seitan. Oh, why do I ask Claire how to pronounce things? I'm going to get like a 45-second audio clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's pronounced seitan.
Yep.
So really like seitan is how it's pronounced. Okay, yeah.
You really get the nuance of it because that is what those are like when she sends them. Yeah. They're like, I don't know.
She answers the thing, and then there's a so really that, and then like she says it again, and then. Okay. So, there it is. Just arrived. Here. And here's the thing. She doesn't know that I can't. Did she send it to you too?
No, but I want her to so I can play it. I want to hear it. Can you forward it easily? How is it?
Maybe I can. Let me see. I've never tried forwarding.
I haven't either. I don't even know if you can do it.
Let's
Discord.
See. Copy.
You can do it on a phone, but I don't know about the
copy message link, but that probably won't do it.
No. Oh, she just sent it to me.
Good.
Okay,
right, good.
Now I'll play it.
I'll just record another one. I was saying Satan.
So it's Satan. Satanic panic.
So what could those wings be made of?
It sounds like the way that what's her name on Schitt's Creek would say it. Satanic panic. David. David.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh, she's great. If you have not seen Kevin Can F Himself, I'm going to recommend it again because it's really good. And I think it is now, they've moved it off of AMC Plus onto Hulu, I think. And she's really good. Oh, but you're doing Moira. You're not doing but
it's also just still a good reminder. And didn't they all get on stage together at the Emmys or something? They're all hanging out.
They did. Yeah.
That was cool. I like that.
It was very cool.
I only saw a clip with no audio, and I just assumed it was a nice little homecoming for them all. But
it's a nice little, because the Levies were hosting. And
did you watch that? Did you get into it?
I watched the last half of it.
Mm.
Tina was out of town. I lifted late, got some takeout, brought it home. It had already started. I couldn't, for whatever reason, move back up to the beginning. And so I'm like, I'll just watch it from here. And I heard about some other things. I'm like, that's cool. I don't feel like going back and watching any of it.
Yeah. Not the kind of thing you need to go back and
No.
Yeah.
I did, seeing Richie and Fonzie together again was kind of cool, and seeing the cast of the West Wing all gathered around.
I do like that. I miss that.
Sheen was cool.
Damn it, I need to watch that again. That's my next rewatch. When MASH is over, that's my behind the scenes.
You're currently doing MASH?
Yeah.
Nice.
I watched those two MASH
comfort.
Yeah, and I watched those 2 documentaries on Tubi, and it just got me in the mood. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching MASH now.
Nice.
Those docs are great. One of them in particular, I don't remember the name, but just search for MASH and you'll get 2 of these documentaries. They're both good, but they're relatively recent, like 2022, I think, is the one I like the most. And it's everybody now, right, that's still alive anyway, and then some archival footage of like who played Henry McLean Stevenson, others who have died, but them talking about stuff about the show, and then modern just barely filmed footage of Alan Alda and BJ Honeycutt's guy. I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Mike Farrell.
Mike Farrell. Yep.
It's great. It's very, very good, and it inspired me to just watch the whole damn thing again. So
it's cool.
That's where
I've been, for whatever reason, I don't know why. I think I was looking something up for a trivia question, and from the pond or something, and picked up from there and started watching Friends again, just because I needed something. Like, I like noise while I'm eating lunch, and I didn't feel like getting into a heavy This Week Tonight or Last Week Tonight or a Daily Show or anything like that. So put on Friends. And I was reminded, I may be alone in this, but man, seventh season of Friends was a rough one.
It's bad.
It was a little,
it's bad.
Yeah, they were like caricatures of themselves.
100% agree with you, and this happens with most shows. So we're just talking late stage series here problems.
Yeah,
but Friends did not survive that. Like it did just as bad as anybody else. And I will, as much as I love Seinfeld, 7th season, was it 7th or whatever, 9th season, whatever their last season was. There's some high points, Soup Nazi, a few others like that. But there are some very low lows, like some really bad stuff. So I don't know what it is about final season TV. The final season of TNG, their 7th season, terrible. Except for the finale, the 2-hour finale, amazing. Everything else, garbaggio that season. I don't understand. Is it just that everyone's like, we're done. We're just phoning it in.
I think it's because they run out of, you could even tell during the 7th season, they were rolling the Friends dice and saying, we haven't done a story with just Chandler and Rachel together. So let's do a story about them. I know. Cheesecake will get randomly delivered to the apartment building and they'll eat it. Oh, great. Let's make that the A story.
Yeah. It's really not great, that final season. And there's too much of
that 7th season anyway.
Or 7th season. I keep saying.
I don't know if they kind of rewrite it. Did they rewrite the ship, or what did they? Oh yeah, and the clip shows. Oh jeez.
Oh, those were bad.
So many freaking clip shows.
I hate clip shows.
Tina's like, oh, you're rewatching Friends? I'll watch an episode with you, and we put it on, and it was the Monica and Chandler writing their vows. And it's just basically the same. Here's Chandler hiding Monica in the bathtub. Oh, chicken. I could eat some chicken. Hey, Joey, grab me a bucket and blah, blah, blah. And the dang clip shows I could just so do without.
My wife hates them so bad that here's my impression of her when a clip show comes on, or clip episode. So we watching maybe Seinfeld, and they have some clip stuff. It's like 100 episodes. Here's a clip show. As soon as she gets a whiff that it's a clip show, I hear this. Where's the remote?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's her.
Even if, and I'll agree with you, Amy. Yeah, the end where Joey, they're eating cheesecake off the floor because they had their little fight, and the cheesecake ended up on the floor, and they're both eating it, and Joey pulls a fork out of his pocket and says, "Ooh, what are we eating?" That was the funny. The only funny payoff of that whole cheesecake thing.
Yeah. I mean, but it never got, those first seasons are just better. Like all shows. All shows are like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's very few where they're consistent all the way through. Breaking Bad is great all the way through. There are definitely examples of great all the way through, but most series stumble toward the end.
They do. Yeah, they just get a little caricature-y with their characters, right?
Yeah. I don't love that.
Yeah. No.
Well, we go from Birds on Fire to
Birds on Fire. 2 minutes later.
Birds on Fire. Oh, that hit. The Duran Duran hit that never was.
That's right. Yes.
Teacher charged with disorderly conduct for allegedly drawing on a student's throat.
And that student was Post Malone.
That's right. And he kept it. And he kept going.
And he kept going.
I had a sighting of him this week. Did
you really?
Yeah, you know his truck that he has on the cover of his new country album, the F1000, F1 million, whatever he calls it.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, that actual truck is now parked out in front of his Canes in Midvale. Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
And he was, when we drove past, he's out walking around with people, like pointing at stuff and setting it up. But now it's like a permanent fixture. It's just going to sit there and be his. I don't know. It's like a trophy to the place or whatever. It's this beat up old.
Like another reason, like go and take your picture with the truck that was on the cover of his album, kind of thing.
Kind of that, yeah. He seems to be pretty proud of that whole thing. What's hilarious is, and I didn't realize until I finally went out there, this location that he bought and branded as his own Canes, it's got big pink paint on it. It's got his face on the side of it. It's all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Literally right across the street. I mean, I could walk across the street from where I worked as a kid at a Chi-Chi's or as a teenager. So it's this Chi-Chi's, or I think there's that location where they are used to be a Big Boys, with the guy with the platter out front.
Oh, Azar, yeah.
That thing.
Azar's Big Boy, or I guess it was a different owner. It wasn't always Azar's Big Boy.
Yeah. No one ever met Azar. We don't know if that guy was even real.
We don't know if exactly.
Freaking Azar. But anyway, they I think that one got all ripped out and they built the Canes, and now it faces it directly across the street from what was Chi-Chi's, which I have a million experiences and stories from. Girl claimed she was pregnant by me, even though I never even kissed the girl. It was the same place where she
left a stuffed animal on your doorstep, didn't she?
On fire, yeah, burn it with a knife in it that said "I love you" with a knife in it. She was crazy. Her name was Paula, and I hope she's better now.
She's doing fine.
I hope she's a lot better now. Honestly,
I friended her on Facebook. She's doing great.
She was such a mess, dude. But then it was
where
also
where you had your pink vomit.
My pink. What do you call it?
Strawberry daiquiri. Strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, made me puke. It's also the parking lot where Juan sold me his $200 Ford Maverick or Mercury Maverick car that I drove through high school, and I only paid $200 for. So many memories. Well, now it's a Buca de Beppo.
Oh, Buca de Beppo, sure.
And we all, or I don't know if you were there. I think you were there, but we all ate there for a Nerdtacular once.
It was right. That was the. Here's a blast from the past, Scott.
Yeah.
We created a character there named Fancy Dragon.
Oh, that's right.
I
forgot about that.
A placemat got passed around, and we all started adding to it, and we came up with a character named Fancy Dragon. And Fancy Dragon had a Twitter account. Fancy Dragon, we would all tweet, or somebody had the account and would tweet as Fancy Dragon. It was Veronica and Randy and Sam Jane and who else was there?
Nicole was there. Mark was there.
Nicole and Mark. I think Patrick might have been there.
Patrick, I think, was there. Yeah, I think everybody was there. Pretty much the whole crew.
We filled up an entire room like it was a big Frog Pants All-Stars table with and we were all passing this thing.
So
around.
Who ended up with that placemat thing?
I don't know. I might even have it somewhere, but I have no idea where I would have put it. I know I have a photo of it, but I have no idea how I'd search for the photo of Fancy Dragon. Do you remember the date of that Nerdtacular?
It would have been 2013.
Oh, I think we wrote Fancy Dragon on it, so maybe I can find it in. Nope, I can't find it.
It feels like something I would have taken a picture of and then saved, but I can't find anything like that.
Yeah. What'd you say the year was?
2013. 2013.
2013.
So it was our first Snowbird year, I believe. Or no, wait, you know what?
No.
Would have been 2012 then because we didn't do it at Snowbird. So 2012. That's correct.
Right. Yep. All right. Oh, look at that. I got pictures of the Airy 2013. Okay, let's go back to 2012.
I don't have Jack in here. I got lots of
Jack.
I have lots of dragon photos or drawings and things. But.
Let's see. That would have been. What time of year did we do the Nerdtaculars?
July usually okay. July or summer. Could be May.
Here we go. We're getting close. Tristan at Disneyland. Welcome to Los Angeles. That was the year of the Coverville. No, it was not.
Coverville 800 would have been 08, right? Or 500 would have been 08.
Oh, 500 was 08. Yeah. Apparently, I was sending somebody photos of the thing here. Let's see.
Dang it! I want to see it.
Yeah, I've got the Smooth Federation.
Yeah.
Poster.
Yeah.
Found a whole box full of those, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, you still have a bunch of those? We should do some giveaways. I
still have a bunch of those. I don't know what to do. There's my friend with Ed Asner. My friend Patsy. Let's see a picture of Patsy with Ed Asner.
Yes.
I'll do that. I'll give you this while I'm. Patsy worked at Southwest. Worked for Southwest Airlines. She's no longer with us. She had MS, and she's one of the reasons that I do the MS-150.
Oh, that makes me sad. We don't have him anymore either. No Ed Asner either.
We don't have Ed Asner to kick around anymore now.
I loved him.
Yeah, I did too.
That guy was freaking great. He had the best Twitter account before he died.
God, I have all these photos from Nerdtacular, but I don't have us with Fancy Dragon. Shoot.
Well.
Oh, well.
But you have the memory, and that's...
I have the memory. Like, I've got... That was... Oh, wow. That was the first appearance of the Ibit Bomb. I have the photo right here, I think.
Ibit Bomb, I thought Ibit Bomb was 2011. Well, no.
Maybe it was.
2009, because we were at my house when we took it, and you were behind.
Oh, so it wasn't this one right here.
Let me take a look. You reproduced it a lot.
Yeah, I did. It made... Oh, yeah. Just here's...
No, that's the one, but that's 2011. So that's the one.
That's 2012.
Is that 2012?
The date on that one is 2012, yeah. Because this is also from 2012, and there's a guy with the shirt with my face, my Ibit Bomb face on it.
Now I don't know what to think. I thought it was from 2009 when you guys were at the house for the night before dinner thing.
Well, let's take a look. Maybe Buca de Beppo was 2011. Let's see. Boy, this is some riveting audio for folks.
Look, we're going back in time, everybody. We're enjoying ourselves. Yeah. That is absolutely 2012 art. So you making that face...
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know, dude.
Let's see here.
I love it.
That's Nerdtacular. Here we might be onto something, maybe? No, I got nothing.
I've got you doing it behind Schleicher somewhere.
I think that one.
And that was 09.
Right.
This really is terrible radio, but I don't care.
It is terrible. Who cares?
I don't care. We're doing it. Ibit Bomb. Do I have anything that says Ibit Bomb?
We called Ibit Bomb.
No, that's just you singing something.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll locate this thing.
We'll see what it can do. We'll see what we can do. We got to be able to find it. All right. Well, anyway, we should take a break. When we come back from this break, Bill Duran will be joining us. We're going to talk about making things.
Yes.
It's been a while since we've had him on, so I'm looking forward to that. But Brian, before that, why don't you present a song to us?
Okay, this is a Bay Area band called The Happies, and make sure you spell it Happys. This also features Sublime's Eric Wilson on vocals. These guys are happy. If you find photos of them, you'll find them to be very, very happy. So they do have the correct name. This is their latest single. I think I told you the name of the single is She Found Love. Mm-hmm. Like I said, recorded at Sublime Studio in San Diego with Eric Wilson on vocals. What is the album coming out? Do they have an album coming out? I'm sure they do. Get to the name of the album. Nope, looks like no name of an album. All right, The Happies and their brand new single, She Found Love.
The pinball kid who made a name for himself and then had to live up to it.
My Mountain Dew, my fish sandwich, and Johnson City await me.
Oh, damn it. That's on quiet. All right, we're back. Hey, tell me again who that was with no album.
Sure. That was a band called The Happies and their brand new single, She Found Love. And Scott, I found Fancy Dragon.
Oh, let's see it. Put it in.
Here we go. This is
Oh, now I remember this 100%.
drawn.
Did everybody draw on this? Like
Everybody contributed to Fancy Dragon. Yeah.
Oh, man, Fancy Dragon. So this
Yeah,
is
whoever
this
has
is a
that,
photo
man,
of it,
has-
right? You don't have the
That's a
original.
photo of it. I don't have the original of it, but yeah, that thing got passed around, and he's got a monocle. He's got a stop or a pocket watch. He's got a tattoo of
What is
an anchor and mom.
What's
and
the
a
guild
straw
name up
hat.
top? There's a guild name. Fancy
It's
Guild?
just his fancy guild. Yeah, like basically somebody needed their WoW, and apparently he has a unicorn horn for some reason.
Yeah, that's weird. He's also he's got a stopwatch. That's important.
It's important to have a stopwatch. Midvale, an enchanted village in Midvale. This was taken.
There it is. That's right across the
Yeah.
street from Post Malone's Carver or
Yeah.
Canes. That's amazing. All right, we found it.
We found it.
That's
There
amazing.
you
I'm
go.
keeping that. I'm putting that in my list. All right, Fancy Dragon to Fancy Boy, Bill. I bet Bill was there as well. You know?
Oh yeah, Bill had to have been there. Yeah.
I would think so. Let's see. Punished props, Bill Duran. Let's bring him in. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. He's being very patient on his side.
There's still something wrong, isn't there, Bill?
Well, what do you know? It's old Bill Duran joining us as he does on the occasional Tuesday to talk about makers and making things and all that fun stuff. Bill, how are you?
I have no memory of Fancy Dragon.
You don't remember that at all?
I don't think I was there.
I would
I was at
assume-
that.
It
I was at that
2009.
Nerdtacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the
2009.
one- 2009. Yeah, I just found the date
2010
on
was my first Nerdtacular.
it. That was one where okay.
Yep.
All right.
So wait, 09 the drawing happened?
09 the drawing happened. Yeah, I've got
that all fouled up in my head then. 'Cause
yeah, I think I even have this looks like it was taken outside the Buca de Beppo with Randy and Sam Jane and
because that was the year we didn't have. Wait, Sam and Randy weren't there.
Nicole and Mark right there.
Yeah. Do you see Patrick or Terpster or any of them in there? Because they didn't come till 12.
No.
I swear.
Brian Dunaway, there might be Brian Dunaway in the middle there. That's behind Sam Jane, maybe.
He came in 08. Is he?
Did he come in 09?
Or sorry, 09. Is he a little chubbier?
Yeah.
A little chunky.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was it then. Must be 09. Weird. All right. Bill, it's good to have you here. And I'm sorry you were not a contributor to All Things Fancy Dragon, but you've been a contributor to everything else that's been going on around here for the years since. And for that, we're grateful. But also grateful that you come here with some cool ideas. And I don't think we've talked to you since Dragon Con. So I guess, how was Dragon Con? How'd it go this year?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty amazing. In fact, we were like, there was a couple years we didn't go with the pandemic, and we were worried that it wouldn't be the same, but it is. It is. The last 3 years have been spectacular. I filmed a video.
Video, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, people need to check out that video. It is so good.
Thank you. I put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
Years gone by, our friends at Beatdown Boogie used to make these music videos at Dragon Con that were really cool, really special, and every year I go back and watch those to like get me in the mood for Dragon Con. And so I've been trying to make videos like that myself, and I'm not as good as they are at it, but I'm getting better. So I'm really proud of how that video turned out. If people want to know what it's like at Dragon Con, those are a good way to experience it.
They're extremely well, like you do, because this is just a Bill thing, but they're so well filmed. Like such
They
great.
really are. And the right use of slow-mo.
Right.
And music is great. Your dear Dragon Con, we love
Yeah.
you. And it was so good.
Yeah.
Trying to be sentimental this year, and I think I pulled it off.
Yeah, you did a great job. So yeah, this is awesome. Go check it out, you guys. Punish Props on YouTube. This is like one of the most recent videos. Oh, and there you are in the background on one of those.
So is it me or is it Rob? Because
good
the
point.
video a lot as well.
Good question.
Right.
Good question. You know, you've had a lifetime of this. Why not continue to have people
I
confuse
know,
who you
right?
are? Yeah.
We did dress up exactly the same for one evening just to throw everyone off, and it worked.
Wow. That's fantastic. The guy with the giant googly eye. Hey, let's get into what you got this week. What'd you bring for us? What are we doing?
Yeah. So for Dragon Con, I made a Baldur's Gate costume. We talked about that last time, but so did Brittany, and she filmed a whole series of videos over on our YouTube channel. She dressed up as Karlach. which is a lot more involved than sewing a robe and putting on a wig. So there were a ton of Baldur's Gate costumes at Dragon Con. There was this huge photo shoot. We all met up. There's these big stairs in the back of the Hilton there, and there were so many Baldur's Gate cosplayers that we had to go up in waves to take photos.
Jeez.
And then they split out by character. So there were like 20 or 30 Gales. There were probably 20 Karlachs. It was really, really something to behold. Just a ton of...
Why so many Gales, do you think? Like, I know my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, Gale hung out in camp and just told me he'd blow up if I didn't give him magical items. That was his entire job in my run-through of that game.
Yeah.
But so many people were Gale, and it makes me think I missed out on not having Gale run with my main crew, you know?
I think that's a testament to how the characters are not generically cool. They are specifically cool in a way that everyone has their favorites. Britt absolutely loved Karlach. A lot of people, Karlach was their favorite, so she had to dress up as that one. But all the characters have their own quirks that people connect with, and I think that's one of the reasons why the game's so good.
Yeah, Karlach is a fan favorite. Everybody loves Karlach. Carter is working on her Karlach costume. It looks amazing.
That's right.
Thanks in large to an amazing 3D print job on the horns that Brian here did for us. They look amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, stop you.
They look great. They look great. She painted them, and they look even better painted. I mean,
they look amazing painted. Yeah, she did a great job.
The tricky part is getting them to stay on your head.
Sure.
Actually, do you have any recommendations for that? How'd she get her horns to stay up there?
Well, like I said, Brittany's got a whole series of videos over on our YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about that a little bit today. First, the wig. So Brittany, I can't see it on me. Brittany made her. Bought her wig. It's a store-bought wig. You can just buy Karlach wigs too. People are making whole Karlach wigs that you can get that are pretty much already done. Yeah. She got one that was the right color, and then she styled it herself. And then the horns, she did not 3D print them. She made them out of EVA foam, and those are attached to the wig. And then the wig gets pinned to her hair in a way that it stays put. The main thing you want is for those horns to be as light as possible.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons Britt used foam for hers.
Yeah, as opposed to 3D printing. Yeah, I printed it with as little infill as possible just to make it light. But
they're still pretty light. They're not. They don't feel like big, heavy things. But we are finding it to be a challenge as to how to mount them properly and have them not pull forward or whatever. So. This is good advice. I mean, foam obviously has weight advantages, but also you guys are like, I mean, you literally have a series of books called The Foam Smith.
We wrote the book. Yes, that's right.
That's right. Sculpting foam. Yeah.
So she did the wig. She did the horn. She has a video on teeth. This is really cool if you're doing like a vampire costume. We found this thermoplastic. It comes in little white beads, and then you just put it in hot water, and it gets pliable enough that you can sculpt a tooth right over your own tooth. And Brittany and I both did this. We have a video where we both gave it a try. It's pretty neat and super, super cheap. And if it doesn't work, you can just reheat it and resculpt it again, or just throw it away and grab some more of the plastic. So teeth worked really well. And then what else did she do? She did her ears, and she tried a couple of different methods. She ended up using foam clay to make her ears. So foam clay is... Yeah, it's kind of like EVA foam, but it comes in a squishy putty, sort of.
Yeah, it's like at least the stuff I tried was like a white Crayola made, and it's super, super light, like lighter than I guess because the foam. Yeah, and
that was the challenge. The first attempt Britt made, she sculpted her ears out of Sculpey, which is a polymer clay. And it was so heavy that it was just leveraging away from her head, just pulling away from her head. The foam clay is so light, she's able to use a medical adhesive. We used Prozaid to basically glue it to her ear. By the way, Prozaid comes with a Prozaid remover, which you really want to make sure you buy both of those.
Sure.
Because that stuff is serious. That's like for gluing wounds closed and stuff. But yeah, she was able to stick it to her ears, and they stayed on her head for a few hours while she was in the costume. It worked really well.
Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. So how'd this tail get made? Because I'm dying to know what the hell happened there.
Yeah, the tail was cool. So there's a standalone video on just the tail. Britt found someone online that had made a similar tail. I believe they were making the Nightcrawler tail. And it's a bit of an engineering challenge. You want the tail to stay, you don't want it to droop. You want it to stay in that side profile shape, but you also want it to swing back and forth. So the core of the tail is actually a piece of fabric that is not stretchy. You could also use something like nylon webbing. And then there are ribs of plastic glued and riveted to the outside of it, with gaps between them every couple of inches so that it can swing back and forth. And then outside of that, she added a bunch of upholstery foam to bulk it up and to sculpt it into a tail form. And then she basically sewed a big stretchy sock that went over the whole thing to cover it in that red fabric.
Well, what happened is
it had to get mounted to a belt.
In her video where she walks out with it, in your recap, and it's the way it moves, I thought you CG bullshitted something. I thought you guys were faking it.
The movement is so good.
It's incredible. Like
Looks like it moves on its own. Yeah.
Yeah. Really wild how well you guys did that. That was something else.
And again, there's a whole series of videos that Britt did on the whole costume. She didn't cover the whole costume from start to finish because it was a lot, but she broke out a few of the different, more challenging parts and made videos on it. So if you're making a tail at all for any costume, this will help you figure that out.
Yeah, it's really something. That thing's awesome. Well, it looks like she killed it. You were Gale.
Yeah.
How did it feel to be Gale? You feel all right? You know?
It was great. It was, I mean, in the game, he makes copies of himself, so being in a group of like 20 Gales was pretty thrilling.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate to the character. Did you whine? Did you whine a lot and complain that you don't have enough magic items and sit around camp annoying me?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
But I did have a ton of fun, and I wore that thing like all day. It was super comfortable until eventually the wig was just way too hot. I had to take it off.
Well,
But we did change. We wore our Baldur's Gate costumes, and then we changed out of the Baldur's Gate costumes, but left the wig and makeup on, and became Gale and Karlach dressed up as Ghostbusters for a little while.
Wow.
Fun
that's
mashup.
great. Nice little mashup. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
Very
that.
Cool.
Yeah.
No.
You got the stink bag full of extras. You may as well use them.
Yeah, that's right. Comes with me everywhere I go.
That's awesome. Well, these are all up and available now, and I highly recommend watching that recap of Dragon Con video you made. It's very good. And as always, Punish Props is a fantastic place to hang out on YouTube, and of course the website at punishprops.com. Bill, you got a little bonus link for us today?
I do. No link, no video. I just want the entire world to know that, and they're listening, I hope. Satisfactory 1.0 is out. And I'm playing it again.
It finally is real. Like out of long public beta, or not public beta, but yeah.
I think 5 years of early access. We've played through it 3 or 4 times already. We're playing through it again. If you're into automation games, it's the best kind of rabbit hole to dive down.
It's a blast. Yeah.
It's really good. They added an option to
Making
make it
a bunch of conveyor belts.
They made the option so that the creatures don't attack you, and I like that.
It's great.
It's like I don't.
And
need
you can
to
turn all
the
the spider creatures into kittens.
Yeah.
Which is what I've done.
Yeah. They've done a really great job. That game's awesome. It's very, very good. We got people in our community making the wildest freaking factories.
Oh yeah.
It's insane to me. It makes me feel stupid. I can't look at other people's stuff because I just have spaghetti going on.
Oh, geez. I've played through the game so many times. I've got like 500 hours into it, and people are like, is that all?
Is that what you've got there? People that are like not afraid to stream or record their satisfactory builds, I admire them because to me it is the most like intimidating idea of showing off.
It really
your
is
bad
like
factories.
you're basically giving them a glimpse into how you keep your house,
Yeah.
right? Because it's I could easily like clean up this whole area and reorganize everything, or I could just put this box right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's working. It's working. Why would I change it?
Yeah. Great point. Well, Bill, it's always good to talk to you. PunishProps.com, of course, will lead you to all the things that you're going to want from him. And we hope that you have a great month till we see you again.
You got it, friends.
See ya, Bill.
Bye.
You're the real fancy dragon all along.
That's right. The fancy dragons we met along the way.
That's right. Well, thank you.
I wonder if they ever. It's still Windows only, right? Like.
Yeah, I don't think there's Mac version.
But I could do Steam Link and play it on whatever device I want.
It plays on Steam Deck. I don't know how well.
Yeah, that
because the game doesn't have great controller support to start with.
Right, right.
So I don't know how. I don't know how
I could use it with maybe I could use it with a keyboard and mouse on my iPad and Steam Link. That might not be bad.
You could get that going, sure.
Yeah,
it's a great game.
So many ways to play.
Such a great game.
It really is.
All right, couple of quick things before we get out of here. Word on the Street happens today at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and today's guest is just Greg and I. We're just going to talk about where they're at. They're at a major kind of alpha turning point type space in the game, and we're going to talk about what they're doing, how they're doing it. And it's been one of the requests we've had is like all these amazing people from the company have been come on talking about different aspects of what it takes to build a game in 2024. And an MMO in particular, and what we haven't done is spend a lot of time with just Greg, the visionary in charge of everything. So all spotlight on him today. It's going to be fun. We'll record about an hour, and that happens again at 1 p.m. Mountain Time here at frogpants.tv, so check that out. And then we're going to do a live stream along with John, myself, and Bo, the core crew, for the PlayStation State of Play today, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And you can come watch that live. It'll also be put up in archival form on both YouTube and audio. So if you miss it, there's a way to catch it. Hopefully they don't shut us down because sometimes they get weird.
Oh, sure.
About copyright and stuff, which is so dumb.
Lame.
It's so dumb. I don't know why they do that. But anyway, we'll get back to all that later today. So please come check it out. Everything else for us is at frogpants.com/TMS. Brian, all we have left is to play a damn request.
Let's play this damn request. Amanda goes by the name Amanda Catherine X on the socials and Discord. Where did I just? Oh yeah, she was nice enough to retweet or like my comment about how long I've been podcasting on Threads. I posted a thing about Threads, and yeah, Dave Slusher, like right before Rob used and said in Discord, "Hey Brian, I think Dave Slusher might have podcasted longer than you. It still has the Evil Genius Chronicles might still be going on," and he confirmed, it started about a month before mine, and it is still going. And I like Dave Slusher. He's on Backbeat Media with me in Coverville, so nice. I gotta support and I love the guy. Anyway, so she retweeted that. She says, "Hi, Saffron and Basil. I've kind of been going through it as of late with work not going great. I'm actually seriously thinking about hardcore job searching so that I can leave my current job. I even found Brian on LinkedIn and sent a connection request. I tried to find Scott, but turns out there are a lot of Scott Johnsons in the world. I've been feeling pretty down lately, and if anything can turn my mood around, it's TMS and Chapel Roan. I'd love a cover of Pink Pony Club, which fills me with joy and also makes me wonder if I should just throw my stable job away and be on stage in my heels at a Pink Pony Club somewhere. Oh, to dream. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for everything you do. Love, Amanda Catherine X."
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's not good to be going through rough stuff. I am on LinkedIn, but it's a dumb name. I think it's it is. I guess it is just my name. It's Scott Johnson, but you're right. There's too many of me, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Too many Scott Johnsons. Yeah. And this is our own, and it's the best one.
Yeah.
I've been getting into, as Claire knows, for like the last 7 or 8 months, I've been getting into Chapel Roan. Ever since I first heard Red Wine Supernova, I've just been hooked. So a cover of Pink Pony Club. How about this one right here? I listened to a dozen of them, and this one I felt still captured the feel of the song, but introduced a lot of new sounds to it. This is Lauren Babbitt from a single that she released this year. Here is Pink Pony Club.
That's going to do it for us. We'll see you guys tomorrow on a Wednesday edition of The Morning Stream.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
What day is it, and who the hell am I, man?
It's a good question. President Joe Biden, I think is who
I
that
don't
was.
know, man. What? Come on.